that?
So I'd like to do, yeah, La Catedral, that's the Allegro movement. Go ahead.
Um, I see a tension in the hands.
For sure.
Yeah, and they are connected. If you have tension in one hand, it's going to transfer to another. In one sense, you know, for left hand, it's a very demanding piece, and for the right as well. Try to practice it with in a separate mode, so that you feel what is it you have to do here. Remember on that on the workshop yesterday, the guitar. I don't know if you did there on technique workshop that
I only caught the first couple minutes of it.
Okay, when I talked about the bar and
Mhm.
how, you know, getting the bar and how to to have the other fingers loose. There's one thing that I didn't get to, and which I want to address now, is what happens after you press the string and you need to lift the fingers. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's actually wrong to say to lift. I don't want you to lift off the fingers. I just want you to release that pressure.
Sure.
But I see very often from your finger that it does this.
Okay.
The first finger, it extends backwards like that, rather than having this pressure and release, pressure and release. Give me your hand. So, press my finger with the thumb, yeah, and then release. That's it. This is all I want. Now, put it away like 1/4 of an inch from my finger.
Okay.
That's way too much. 1/4 of an inch. How much? That this much.
Sure.
Okay. This is your starting point. Let's say it's 0. Press against my finger strongly, and release it back to that same point. There's a little bit of yank away. So your pressure release is not yet coordinated. That you do it slowly. You feel that?
Okay. Yeah.
You release it like this, rather than.
Sure.
So I don't want you to have another movement pulling it away, rather than just release that.
Okay.
Understand what I mean?
No, I totally understand.
Try it with my hand.
So,
Press and release. Press, release. When you release, there's still a little bit of sort of hesitation and residue. The finger a little wobbles. I'll show you a very simple exercise to do that. Give me your hand. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's gonna take care of it. Try it. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. I will count.
sure.
Away from my hand. I don't want you to be
Okay.
in contact. I want you this much apart. You see? Yeah, that's fine. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay there. Go stronger. Go stronger. I want you to practice. Grip is very important. Very strong. You won't hurt me. Go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not as strong as you can.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go stronger. Go stronger. This is the strongest you can. About.
Yeah.
That's why. Stay there.
Okay.
This is also an exercise. That has to get stronger. And now release it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't release it. So I wanted with you to go very, very strong, and then to release it in the
Incremental,
same way. But what happened to you? You kept the tension as I was counting, and then boom, drop it quickly.
Mhm.
That you can do very easily. You don't have to, you know, you can use your own arm
Sure.
to feel that, almost like a fretboard.
Yeah.
You know, you know, you take public transport or something, you sit and you can just exercise it on a plane. I did it a lot, so that you really consciously feel that how you apply and you release the pressure very slowly.
And when I finish releasing the pressure, should I be a 1/4 inch away?
Yeah,
Like I stick
1/4 of an inch, and also very relaxed and loose, and not like trembling.
Sure.
Understand? So when you start, do it like this on your arm.
Yeah.
That there's something going on. So shake off the hand. So nothing in there. Nothing. You start from. That's it. Completely loose, and then you go 1. On 1 you touch, and you touch lightly, and then 2 is the pressure, and you keep going 3, 4, 5 until it's strong. And you want really to be strong because you want to make it your muscle strong, and then later on use just a fraction of it in playing, and then you release slowly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's not as even as you're going into it. It's
Mhm.
even. Going out of it is not.
Sure.
But it will even itself out. You will
Like
see.
that.
Okay. so that when you release, you just release it instead of using another energy to yank it away.
Sure.
You know, the
Makes sense.
extensors. Okay, so let's do this now. For example, let's start slowly there. Keep just playing that one. Okay, there's a little bit of shift in the left hand as you go from this into these, and you shift the arm. And I just want the fingers. I want your wrist a little bit more behind, there. Feels weak.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't have that sort of.
You have, yeah, that strength has to be developed. Yeah.
I can tell it has this like wants.
Yeah, it
go
wants to go
get-
out, and you will be losing the strength. You know, the more you extend.
So don't allow
Don't allow the
it,
wrist
okay.
to come out. No, keep the wrist back. You know,
Okay.
and keep the fingers curved in this instance, and they will learn that.
Sure.
Play again. Close by. It's not this. It's this. Play. Now, another thing, for the right hand, now you can do with the left what you want, but with the right hand, I want just slightly elevated wrist. Play me now. I just want you to try something, because the combination of so many repeats between I and M could be a little bit difficult. So you may want to change into I M A I M P A I M P.
So it's
So
Okay,
you
okay,
alternate A and M to to alleviate a little bit that work for
Sure.
them. It to me it works. It might help
no,
or it might not.
it will.
Okay.
Can I write that down?
Sure. And the other thing is A I M P A I M. Oh, sorry. A I M I A I M I. The other thing is that also you can bring the thumb there. There are all sorts of combinations, because if you bring the thumb into it, you have this alternate.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to finish here. In that instance, you will have to finish with this note being I, because you have the thumb there.
Mm-hmm.
So play along with those. It doesn't have to be this.
Mm-hmm.
This standard position where all the fingers are there and you just work from there. It's fine. It can work. I'm just showing you that it could be many alternatives.
Sure.
Now with A, and then with the thumb.
No, both of those immediately felt. I mean, I don't have the coordination yet. But they both immediately
Felt easier, yeah, because that repetitive M-I,
Mm-hmm.
it takes years to develop until that becomes very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I think bringing thumb into this pattern
Sure.
to alternate will be something like, here's the thumb.
Sure.
So you play the thumb on every bass. Except
And that one.
Except that one, yeah, exactly. So thumb, 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 and
And
except here is going to be up.
Sure.
So just, see which one is going to work for you.
Which one do
Okay?
you use personally?
Well, I don't know. I started with just the standard one that you had. Okay? Until I started feeling some troubles with this finger, and I changed getting this one in. A. And I haven't played this in a long time, so now I don't know if I'm to play this. I just have to see between all of these which one would work at this point the best. A year from now I can switch it to something else. Right now, if I played it feels good to bring the thumb there. It just, I feel that it's gonna take a little bit more for me to even out the heaviness of the thumb, you know, and to make it
Sure.
even with the rest.
Just a moment ago, you kept bringing your, whatever, I think it was the AMI finger,
Mhm.
you kept bringing your thumb back up to the,
To anchor the hand, yeah.
just the anchoring it, okay.
To anchor, to have a little bit
Sure.
more balance. Yeah, because
And you
this
do
is-
it, you gotta keep that ringing out, okay, I understand, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, because it anchors and makes this thing easier. So,
Okay.
you know, we have a little bit of a restriction of a time here, but I
Yeah,
want to
sure.
address, well, basically that. There's another thing that I wanted specifically to see. This section here. Maybe that. Okay, so already there, you know, this to me, this position,
Mm-hmm.
I would not say it's wrong, I would say it's not optimum. Meaning that you have extended,
Yeah.
you know,
That
pinky.
is true.
So I would say this. So let's work backwards a little bit. We have, play me this, DB.
Yes.
Yeah, that's much easier than this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Definitely.
So you see here, your elbow is closer to your body. Okay, so now move down a fret. And then start from there.
Oh, sure.
That's it. Now what you've done is you bring your elbow closer to your body and you align the fingers
Mm-hmm.
for this, rather than,
Am I still too far on the side of my finger for that?
no. Do it slowly, do it slowly. Do it again. This is it. Now they're evenly away from the strings.
Mm-hmm.
And then the slurs become even more even. That's it. Keep playing. That's it. Play this. I wouldn't even want you to lift B. Just let it ring there, because you're in that harmony. You're in
Sure.
the B minor. So play there.
I think that's just a mistake in how I learned it. I think I left that out, to be perfectly honest, and that was like before oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. It kind of keeps the hand anchored too.
Go on. Okay, stay there. Put your fingers this on this hand, of the right hand. Put them on the strings. Now, leave them there. Just elevate the wrist a little bit. That's it. Play from there. And get a little bit more of accuracy in the tone. Going down. Listen to this. Keep slightly wrist up. Go on. That's it. That's it. Maybe it's be in the position before. That's it. Pinky. That's it. Go on. Play me this again. And as I don't want the elbow
Sure.
to go, because if you drag the elbow, it will bring your pinky out again. So think of it like this way,
Okay.
rather than like so.
Can you do it
Pinky has to stay close. You do this.
Mm-hmm.
You see where the elbow?
Yeah, it's a waste of timing.
The elbow goes first, and it takes the hand. It takes it out of alignment. So don't think of elbow bleeding. Think of elbow actually coming in
Okay.
and doing this. Do it again. Yeah. It will feel odd in the beginning. It will feel odd, but again, it keeps the fingers closer to the fret.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, and one little thing that I want to show you is just the very last run. Instead of playing it, you do this.
Yeah.
The advantage of this fingering is you have the same right hand fingering.
Okay.
But disadvantage of that is that you're shifting and you don't have time, you don't have open strings to shift. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different positions. No strings in between to shift easily. Instead, sorry. I'll repeat this. So I'm using open strings to shift. So I'll write you down the fingering, okay?
Great.
So you start with your 4th position. You don't even need a bar,
Mhm.
right?
You do an open
Use
D.
open D. Open D.
Oh.
No. Start regularly. First 4 notes. Da dee dum. B. Now it's open D. Your second finger guides you. You had second finger on the 5th string. That second finger guides you to the next,
Sorry.
to the F sharp. Yeah, there's where you get in the 7th position. And then with wrist 4, you need a bar. Open B, your 3rd guides you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you're going through the screen.
I will write it down,
Sure.
you'll figure it out. I'm just
Okay,
showing you
that's-
that you have second finger here,
I'll look for what finger staying on it for
that guides
Yeah.
you here,
And third finger.
guides you there, you are here. First finger guides you.
To there.
So you have a finger that guides you from position to position,
Sure.
and it becomes, and in between you have open string to shift.
There.
And you just take one finger as a guide to go, rather than chord and chord and chord. It's very difficult. The disadvantage is you have to
Right.
work a little bit with the right hand to do these different fingerings, okay?
Mhm.
So think of it this way. This is the 4th position here. From here it's the 7th. Da da dee da 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 da. Open 2nd string. That's another one. And here you go to the 10th. No, not yet here, sorry. I don't have a eraser here. Not yet here. So this is still 7. Here is the change that happens. Yeah. 3. So this 3rd finger, this one is the guide. 4, and we have 4, 2, 3, oh. 3, 2, 1, and then this one guides you there. And the right hand, you will figure out
Sure.
what
Can you one more
is
time
that.
just so I kind of watch
Standard. Empty. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is really, really helpful.
Sure.